Hi there. Have you ever been a bridesmaid or a groomsman? If you have, watch this video to the end. Let me introduce myself before we get right into it. My name is Priscilla Kuma. Thanks for subscribing and sharing my videos. If you haven't, please click the subscribe button below. Share my videos. So let's talk about this thing that we are not able to talk about mostly. I'm going to be your mouthpiece and I'm going to say it on your behalf. Yes, you, because I know you've been saying it around, but you haven't come out to tell the people involved. We are talking today about lavish marriages and the pressure on friends that act as bridesmaid and groomsmen. Yes, it's a very important topic we have to talk about. Social media era has made everything very competitive and very lavish. Nobody is saying don't have your lavish wedding, lavish marriage, be it traditional, court, whatever. Go ahead and do it. Do it according to what you can afford. It's nice when your friends follow you and everything, but sometimes it becomes too much when you leave everything to such bridesmaids and groomsmen to cater for. The dress, makeup, shoe, hotel, transportation to the event, hair, jewelry, everything is being left on to the friends that act as our bridesmaid and groomsmen for our lavish, beautiful events. Sometimes they are not able to complain, they are not able to tell you in the face, but they go through a lot of challenges to provide and afford those things to make your events look beautiful. If you want to have an event that looks beautiful, it's totally up to you. I support it 100%, but it should be something you can afford. Don't put people under pressure and make them pay for your event. Some of us go as many as 20 bridesmaids and groomsmen following us, but we don't pay a dime for whatever they used to wear. It has become more obvious. Back in the day, I don't think there was anything like people wearing uniform attire following you around, but now it's the norm. If you don't do it, then you tend to look some way. I, for one, never did it. When I was getting married, I told my friends that I'm not going to put pressure on any of you to wear anything and follow me. Reason I chose a neutral color. I believe everybody has a white dress and a black dress. So I made my event all white. I said, if you have a white dress, wear it and follow me. I was lucky to have a friend who sewed a nice ribbon, a yellow nice ribbon for the ladies to put on their chest as my friends that were organizing the event, who would direct you to the bathroom, where to get a drink, where to get a seat and all that stuff. I didn't want to pressure anybody. I understand their choices. It's my choice. You can make your choices. You are allowed to make your choices. But I can remember very well too. A friend was having an event. She said we have to wear 2 dresses, one for the traditional and one for the white wedding. And the prices were beyond my limit. I couldn't afford it. I was struggling to survive those times. I just got a new job. I barely found my feet. So I told the person I couldn't afford it. And that was it. I didn't have to force myself to do it to please friends. Sometimes we are afraid to say no. That brings me to knowing what you want and knowing when it is all right and okay to say no to somebody. Don't go and borrow and make your friends' events look beautiful. We go extreme for some of our friends and it's not worth it at all. So I said no. Trust me, that friendship ended and I don't have any regret or anything because I couldn't inconvenience myself at that time. It wasn't about being selfish. I could be there and play other roles that were beautiful to make your event come to a successful end without having to wear your dress. I believe you know what I'm talking about. I believe you flow with me and you understand what I'm saying. But the pressure is too much. We have a girls talk. Everybody's complaining about how I have a wedding coming up, how I have to do my hair, how I have to go and find money to do makeup, I have to buy shoes, it's just too much. There are other responsibilities you can invest your money in. Marriage is not just that one-day lavish event. The wedding, the one-day ceremony, that is not what marriage is all about at all. You've seen big marriages that ended the next day. You've seen small marriages that ended the next day. We've seen big marriages that are still thriving. It depends on the individuals involved. But if you don't have money to do a lavish wedding, don't go and watch what somebody has done and do that and put pressure on yourself. If you're marrying Dangote or Bill Gates' daughter or son, and they are sponsoring for you, go ahead, do whatever you can do. But if you can't afford it, please don't put pressure on us. Some of us have stopped doing bridesmaid, and our location has been made it that easy for us. But some people can't take no for an answer. As soon as you tell them I can't be there, you become their enemies. Do not let anyone inconvenience you because of their dream wedding. If they want to have a dream wedding, they should be able to afford it. At least meet me halfway. Tell me you provide the dress, you provide the shoes. Can I kindly appeal to me? Can I kindly do my own makeup because of this and that? But to leave everything, from my hair, my makeup, my jewelries, my clothing, my shoes. That's why I'm even wearing an African dress to do this video, because it has become a big problem among our society, our African brothers and sisters. We're watching trends and doing lavish, beautiful, plush weddings. Fine, go ahead and do it. But don't inconvenience people. And you being their friends, to learn to say no when you can't afford it. If you are a friend and you can afford it, please go ahead. I have a friend who was a bridesmaid for another friend. The person came from the US, came down to marry. She took some time off work, was available, did every errand. They did the marriage, it was beautiful. She obviously bought her own things, it was beautiful. It ended, the person entered the plane, came back to the US, and never spoke to that person again. And this is somebody who took time off, came in and stayed in your house for days. It's not like they have nothing to do. They just wanted to make you happy on your day. And after you left, you cut communication with them. Especially married people, after they have their event, then they stop being friends with their unmarried single friends. So when you are a single person and you sacrifice being a bridesmaid or groomsman for a friend, and after they are married, they've left you behind, such things will make you not do it for another person who might not do that to you. I'm speaking about this passionately because it has come to me over and over again. I'm like, why don't I do a video about this? I'm sure there are no more videos out there, people talking about pressure from friends to be bridesmaid and bridegrooms. So please share this video. It's very passionate to me. Share this video. Share your experiences. Have you ever been a bridesmaid and had to pay everything even though you were broke? Even if you're not broke, were you happy spending that much money? Sometimes you spend 1,000 cedis, sometimes $500, $200 on such events. So when it comes to your own event, your own marriage someday, are you going to be able to spend that much on your own dress, even to be able to spend it on someone's dress? It is okay to say no. Yes, I'm talking to you. It is okay to say no if it inconveniences you. Let them tag you bad friend, broke friend, whatever. Do what makes you comfortable first. If you can afford it, go ahead and make your friend's event beautiful. But if you cannot afford it, don't stress yourself. The pressure is just too much. Everybody wants their marriage to trend, and they are using us to trend their marriages. If you give me another role as a protocol or whatever, organizer, I will do it to the T and beyond. I'm very good at organizing events and all that stuff. I play major roles and all that. I can do that without wearing your wedding attire or colors. So would you rather have me do errands and make sure everything goes well? Or would you rather have me borrow money, buy some dress, follow you? Deep within me, I'm unhappy. I'm talking about you to people and friends about how I had to squeeze myself to be here when I can be useful to you in another way. So think about it. If you have an event coming up, marriage, naming ceremony, funeral, we always choose cloth, lace, fabrics, African print. We do all these things. Sometimes it's even better if that person gives you that money as a gift and doesn't even show up to your event. Your event will still go on. It will still be beautiful, you know. Some people just give you the money and they save themselves all that stress. Imagine me giving you $500 to contribute to your event, than me using that money to do my hair, my nails, my makeup for an event that is just 3-4 hours. After that, I wash all those things off. And some of these dresses, you can't even wear them anywhere. Have you noticed? You can't wear any of these dresses anywhere after that. Because some of them are just something that is flying, it's too light, or the fabric is no more in vogue. I have a bunch of bridesmaid dresses in my stuff I don't use again because they are no more in vogue. They are no more trending. The lace is now old. The colors, the tail and all that. Why are you taking those things too? They just become rubbish in your bag, occupying space. So think about it. It is okay to say no if you can't afford something. Let the person know you cannot. Do not inconvenience yourself to make somebody's event beautiful. They should understand you. They should meet you halfway, or they should pay for their own event. If you can afford it, please. If anybody can afford and want to sew, 100 girls want to sew and follow me for an event I'm doing in the future, you are all welcome to do it. But I will not tell you to spend so much money on anything to follow me. That would inconvenience you. But if you have the bougie friends, the rich friends, the classy friends, you want to trend and you can afford it, please go ahead. We all like good stuff. We all like to groom. We all like to look good. So if you can afford it, please go ahead. This is just my point of view and my opinion I'm sharing with you. I have experienced it. As I said, the friendship ended because I couldn't afford to sew those 2 expensive dresses to follow my friend in the past. I stood my grounds. I said no, and that was it. So learn to say no. The name remains Priscilla Kuma. Until I come again with another video, take care of yourself. Be positive. It is okay to say no. Don't be people pleaser. Don't be a people pleaser. Don't be saying yes to people at your own inconvenience. Sometimes it's okay to be selfish. Selfish in quotes. If you can't afford it, it's genuine, you can't afford it. But don't let societal pressure make you do something just to show off or trend for 2 hours and go back struggling, go back borrowing. All these lavish marriages are happening. And the next day you see them asking you for money. The next day you see them on social media, the vendors are looking for them to come and pay their bills. People are renting all type of cars and all type of whatever, and they are in debt. If you can afford it, if you marry Bill Gates, family member, whatever, if somebody sponsoring your event, fine, it's up to you. As I said, choices. But I'm trying to speak on behalf of you watching and somebody else who's been through these events. Bridesmaid, groomsman, whatever. If you're not there, that event will go on. Some friends will appreciate your effort, but some will move on and even forget about you because they are now in the married world and you are single. The name remains Priscilla Kuma. I'll see you again in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.